Let's talk about if you don't see any cervical mucus throughout your cycle, does that mean you're infertile or what is going on? First and foremost, I want to say that oftentimes if we are not checking for cervical mucus every time we use the bathroom and sense any sensation throughout the day that there is cervical mucus present, we might miss this observation. Some women have a lot less cervical mucus than other women, and it's a lot harder for them to observe those changes, again, if they don't pay attention to it closely. If you notice that you really don't have any cervical mucus, by tracking for 2 to 3 cycles and see if there's any change in cervical mucus every single time you go to the bathroom, it might be helpful to add the cervix as a guide, because sometimes there is cervical mucus at the cervix, it just doesn't make it down all the way to the opening of your vagina, and therefore you cannot observe those changes when you use the bathroom. The cervix can be a very strong sign for some women, and for others, again, they don't need that additional sign because they have all the signs they would ever need when it comes to observing their cervical mucus. Another great way to see if you're actually ovulating in a cycle is by tracking your basal body temperature, because your basal body temperature is going to be elevated for 1 to 2 weeks after ovulation has taken place, and that is your luteal phase of the cycle, showing you, yes, the egg has dropped this cycle and you have ovulated. So there's definitely more to the whole picture of being fertile or infertile, and it definitely helps to start tracking those signs to kind of understand more, okay, am I actually ovulating? Am I actually seeing changes in my cervical mucus if I start to observe it correctly? If you need help with that, let me know, and I'm here to help you figure out when you're fertile, when you're not, if you ovulate, if you're not, if everything is looking healthy so far just from your chart, and then move forward from there.